Hi guys and welcome back, and today I'd like to introduce you to James. He's my new best friend, and I'm going to be doing something a bit different because I'm kind of really annoyed. And I'm really annoyed at, unfortunately, a British person, cheers pal, called Kavos, who has done a wonderful video on how Philip DeFranco is actually scamming you. Shall we start?
Money is no longer the thing that drives me. It's experiences and opportunities, and this is a huge opportunity. I have been fortunate enough in the past 10 years to be a part of something that had not existed before. So I can just...
By the way, I'm not actually putting any of this idiot's video in this video because I just think he's an idiot, really. So I don't really want to put any of it in there.
Make as much money as possible and hold on to it forever. Or I could reinvest it into this opportunity to maximize the impact I can have.
So that is what he is doing. Philip DeFranco had to buy his channel back because he was under a network, which is something which was quite popular with OG YouTubers. They did that as an opportunity to get a wage packet and to get exposure, okay? Quite common. PewDiePie was under one. He recently managed to get out of it. Didn't need to do a Patreon account, probably because he's the king of YouTube. Who knows? But anyway, this kid called Kavos did Philip DeFranco is scamming you. So we start with a very delightful, sarcastic intro. Let's see what happens next.
Or you could ask your fans for a lot of money through Patreon to do the exact same thing.
No, he's not. He's opened a Patreon, and he's running it like a subscription service. So there are several different tiers with several different things that you can get as a result of joining it. It ranges from things like having your name credited at the end of a video, being in your own blog, having a mug, having a signed poster, lots of different things for donating towards him in order for him to continue having a channel.
You've been doing for years. Philip DeFranco is best known for bringing the news to YouTube.
To be fair, he does bring pretty banging news. It's kind of like reading the showbiz bit of The Sun, but on a more educated level.
Through his show, The Philip DeFranco Show.
That is the name of it, and your accent is annoying.
Very clever stuff.
It's very clever stuff.
7 months ago, Philip DeFranco made a Patreon campaign promising to make the next great news network.
To be fair, I do think it is my favourite news network.
Calling it DeFranco Elite.
Now that is a true thing. If you go onto the Patreon page, you can be part of the DeFranco Elite. So, you're an idiot.
With great excitement, fans flocked to the Patreon page. Couldn't wait.
So sarcastic. But it's like GCSE level sarcastic when you're asked to write an essay.
To give this multi-millionaire their hard-earned cash. And as...
Okay, right. Let's just get one thing straight. Is he a multi-millionaire? Probably. Does he need help to set up a business? Yes. Why is that? Okay, so any smart businessman has backers, okay? And those backers get control over what you're doing. Now, if you want to be independent, you don't want backers that would act as shareholders. You need people like this. Kind of like, oh my God, go fund me. Dick. So the idea being is you join his little club, you know, the Philip DeFranco subscription-y type thing that he's doing on Patreon. You don't just donate, you do get things in return, okay? If you meet the criteria, so that's great. It's not just money for nothing. Everyone likes to get stuff. And yeah, when you start a business, you don't bankrupt yourself to do so. And if anyone actually had a look at the H3 interview he did about this on the 8th of December, he kind of goes through why he had to do the Patreon, and they have a very good discussion about it, how they all feel about Patreon, how they think it affects things, and it's very informative. I will link it down below. But let's carry on with Kavos's very factual video.
As it stands, the Patreon currently has 13,746 pledges.
I'm going to do some math now.
Wait, red flag already. Unlike most other creators on Patreon who are happy to disclose to their fans how much they're making. Not Philip DeFranco, no.
No, because if you watch the H3 whatever podcast, linked down below, he tells you why. And as a accountant that works in business, I can confirm it is because he has got salaries, he has got rent and rates, he has got, you know, other things, insurances, office supplies, equipment, all these fun things that need funding on a regular basis. And if he just put an amount on there of, let's say, 10 grand, someone's going to think, oh, that's enough. No, it's really not. If you have a look at his second channel, Philip D, you see how many staff he has got. Now, judging by him and the type of person he is, I'm pretty sure he's not paying the minimum wage either. Looking at the kind of content he's putting out and the skill level put into that, pretty sure he's not paying the minimum wage either. So these people need to be paid, you dick.
He's decided to hide the amount that he's making on Patreon. Now that seems like a very shady thing to do. Now quickly, I want you to watch this clip of Philip DeFranco describing another business venture he has going on a few days ago.
We're going to skip this because it's just another thing where he goes through what he's doing and what he's investing in, and he's always very transparent with these things. He always tells you what he's investing in, and he also tells you what he gets out of it if you invest too. Kind of like when he does his Bitcoin, and he's like, oh, okay, if you go here, you can get $100 worth of Bitcoin and we each get $10 each. He doesn't go, oh, okay, go here, use my code Philly D and you'll get 10 Bitcoins. No, he tells you exactly what he gets too. He is transparent. That ties in with the beginning of the freaking video you made.
From this, I want to be as 100% transparent as possible.
So clearly being transparent with his fans is important.
Well, it is.
To Philip DeFranco.
He always
so
is.
why are you being so untransparent and hiding how much you're getting off your fans?
Because children like you won't understand. According to Kavos and his business strategy from university that he's yet to go to, because I think he's probably about 17, each patron is donating £14.81 a month.
To watch DeFranco's pitch to his Patreon and why we should give him all our money.
And that's because today I am so happy to announce for the first time in 4 years, I am an independent creator again. Now, I am so thankful to Group 9, Discovery Digital Networks for the experiences I had, the amazing people I was able to work with, but this is a necessary and I feel important change. I want to make the next great news network. A network that's run under my vision of it is okay to have and share opinions, but let's get the facts right first. Let's express what both sides are actually saying, give their points of view.
You've got to love the unfinished construction site in the background. You know, every ladder and every little piece has been placed there so strategically and so carefully. So when the audience...
He's just jealous because he only has a brick wall.
...is watching, they go, whoa, look at all that construction work Phil's doing. He must need my money to help him build. He also loves to mention how vulnerable and risky this is for him.
Now keep in mind...
Well, yeah, it is actually, because he has got a very serious illness. He's constantly at threat of being sued. He's got staff to pay. He's got a wife. He's got 2 kids. His kids could potentially have that genetic illness. He could go bust. So yeah, it is quite risky, Kavos, quite risky.
And I am taking one of the biggest risks of my career in one of the most toxic and uncertain of times.
If it's so risky...
And it is a toxic and uncertain times, what with everything that's going on with the internet in America at the moment. You've got Trump, you've got all this drama. Yeah.
Oh, do it then.
Today I'm launching DeFranco Elite, a fan funding initiative through Patreon. I want to do it independently to make sure no corporate interests can manipulate and control how the news is presented.
So Philip DeFranco is making the next news network. That's the pitch on his Patreon page.
Yeah, he is, and he has, and it is amazing, okay? Everyone likes it. He's getting like 1.5 million views per video, and you're not. I think he's doing something right.
That's what he says he's going to do. He's asking for his fans' money. The multi-millionaire, the guy who claims to constantly be reinvesting his own money in his business.
Okay, yeah, he does, and he also defends his friends, like when H3H3 Productions were being sued. He did actually donate quite a lot of money to that, and then set up the crowdfunding page for it so they could actually afford their solicitor bills. Yeah.
Invested into this opportunity to maximize the impact I can have.
Is now asking his fans for more money. This whole...
To get mugs, t-shirts, credits, and all sorts of fun things in return, like a subscription service.
If you don't believe he's a millionaire or worth a lot of money, that in itself should tell you, alongside with running a very successful YouTube channel, Philip DeFranco also has multiple premium sponsors on his videos that he...
He's very transparent with how much he earns on them.
Outs out himself. Now,
skip.
Mug and a poster. But don't worry if you don't get that and you don't get what you're promised.
Oh, okay, so here he is actually saying what you get.
For 7 months, hundreds of thousands of dollars have been going into his bank account for his news network. So let's just have a look. The list is too long to remember from the top of my head, so I have to read it from my phone.
You should have gone to university, boy.
You get 2 new cushions on the set, 2 new lamps,
they're nice
and
lamps.
maybe if you're lucky, a mug and a poster. But don't
I really don't like this boy.
worry if you don't get that and you don't get what you're promised. Phil's probably putting the money to great use.
Okay, also watch the H3H3 thing. There is he has a customer service representative, so if one thing goes missing, you'll get it. You just have to contact them. And the chap that sent the tweet actually said, you know, hey, haven't had my t-shirt, but, you know, I understand you're doing great things. He didn't do this. This didn't come from that tweet. This is some little kid trying to start a YouTube scandal in order to boost his channel. It's so transparent.
Like buying a brand new Tesla.
Talk about the Tesla Model 3. Tesla Motors, of course, the leader in electric cars, so...
Okay, so he's moaning about the fact that Philly D has a Tesla. So he did actually say in his intro to launching his news channel, he was on a salary. So he will have money from that salary. And when you work hard, I do think you are allowed to have a nice car. Also, no one's saying whether or not he brought that cash. Is that on lease? Is that on like a finance program? Like, you don't know. Is it on a, you know, 3-year handback? You don't know. And also, who are you sitting in your bedroom to tell a businessman, one of the YouTube OGs, what car he can and cannot have? Or are you jealous because you do not have a driving licence? Not every penny you have has to go into your business, okay? No. You are allowed money, okay? You are allowed to buy things. You are allowed to spend your money.
Your heart warm that Phil can buy a brand new Tesla.
Yeah, it does, because he works frickin' hard.
Phil also claims he's using his money to pay for his employees. Well, I know for a full fact that before this Patreon shit, DeFranco had a lot of employees as well. This is a vlog in February before the
patron, so before he had to ask for money. Okay? So this is where your argument falls down, sweetheart.
Where you can clearly see multiple employees, and his business and the channel was still profiting back then. And in his recent shows, he's listed 3 employees who...
That's not true. He has more than 3 employees.
...to help make the Philip DeFranco show.
So if this kid would actually watch the second channel, the Philly D channel, I think you've got the chap that's always behind the camera. You've got the 2 researching girls, and you've got the 2 girls that won the penguin trip, so that's 5. You've then got the graphic designer guy, you've then got the ginger guy, you've then got the stylist. I think it's called Brie, something like that. Missing a couple of people as well. But I've just counted 8 employees off the top of my head, so I've got 5 more, and you know, I'm not even sitting here taking like crappy screenshots, you know, like I'm just sat here, you know, just saying. Just saying, Kavos.
Editor, the producer, and the motion graphic artist. Now,
well, how lovely. He actually credits his people. Fair play, Phil, fair play.
Assuming he has a few researchers, Philip DeFranco needs about 4 to 5 people to make one of his shows.
8.
That's it. And on top of this, as a YouTuber myself, seeing people edit videos for them, it saddens me, you know.
Do you know why people have people help them? It's so they can get their facts right, which is why he's got 2 fact checkers, which is why people don't make videos like this about him being an absolute idiot and getting it all completely wrong. Kavos, maybe you should spend less money hanging around outside, you know, like, I don't know what kids your age do these days, but spend less money doing that and buying like White Lightning and sitting and drinking it in the park, and invest that, pay one of your little friends minimum wage, I think for your age it's probably about £3.50 an hour, and get them to fact check. You know, a little bit of fact checking. It'd be good.
Why do you need someone to edit your own videos? You're doing it.
Because you're posting 7 days a week, you dick. And it's news, okay? It's newsy stuff. With graphic-y stuff. You don't have that. You just have a brick wall.
At the start, there's no reason why Philip DeFranco should be asking his fans to fund
stuff. Makes sense.
That's way extra, and he doesn't even need. He can edit.
Well, he does need it. He said he needed it, and he needs it. Let's fast forward a bit.
It's not a news network. What
Yes, it is. It's on YouTube.
you're doing now is the same shit doing for years.
But he is doing it and not having to answer to anyone, which was the point. A new, independent news network. It's going to look the same because he's the same.
The only difference is that you're taking 13,000 pledges
I don't remember people putting guns to people's heads for this.
every month. So you're just getting paid extra. And on top of it,
Not really, because he swears a lot, so his videos are all demonetised, so he's not getting paid extra.
it's hiding.
If you watch this very closely, you can see he is desperately trying to grow a moustache, and it is not happening.
Maybe people's later, there's no sign of a news network.
Kavos, do you know how to use YouTube?
Just his channel doing the same shit as it has been.
A news network.
Where is the news network? There's
On his channel.
no updates or anything. And
Go on his website.
Philip DeFranco has no problem with
Philip DeFranco's great.
people being scammed.
He hates people being scammed, you mug.
In a video where he talks about how people are being scammed for these healing stickers, this is what he had to say.
I guess that settles that. And here's what I'll say, when it comes to stuff like this, I don't know if I ever feel bad. There's part of me that goes, why would I feel bad about this? A rich person's gonna drop $120 on 24 stickers? Cool. A fool and their money are quickly separated.
A full
Okay, so that's taking things completely out of content. So he's like basically saying that people signing up to the equivalent of a crowdfunder where you actually do get goods in return for supporting said artist, I'm going to use the term artist, is exactly the same as Gwyneth Paltrow's stickers. I don't think it's the same. And he's not giving away stickers. People for help to fund your channel, which you have been giving to people for free for years and years and years, is perfectly acceptable. I mean, what annoys me here is it's all fun and games watching it when it's free, but how dare someone then ask you to pay, but you'll quite happily pay for a Netflix subscription or a Now TV subscription or go on Amazon and buy the latest episode of The Grand Tour. But how dare someone that you probably watch on a daily basis now ask you to pledge your support to them for $5 a month, where they are giving you coupon codes for discount on things where if you actually used it you could probably make back your $5 per month. How dare they? How freaking dare they? The scum.
people and their money are quickly separated. That is his outlook on people being scammed. So remember this, Philip DeFranco fans who have been pledging their money, their hard-earned money to DeFranco's
I'm
paper
pledging
page
today.
right now.
I probably
it
won't
seems
because I
like
have no
you
money,
are the
but...
fools here. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you...
Okay, so this kid on this video has got 16,000 likes, 23,000 dislikes. It's done him quite well. He's got 321,000 views. Now, he's one of these people that just use other people's names to get views. So basically, all I want to say is Philip DeFranco is not ripping anyone off. I'm sorry, he's not. There is a really great video which goes into it in a lot more detail by I'm Alex. Ta-da! And also the H3 ta-da! Ones, which will be linked down below. This Kavos idiot, no, I'm not linking his because it's just ridiculous. Go check them out because they are worth looking at. But it's not a rip-off, and it's really sad that some child sat in his parents' bedroom with a really annoying accent. His accent does annoy me. I think he hasn't fully gone through puberty, so it's still at like that weird pitch, and I just know. Has decided to try and take down someone that has always made a point to deliver the news on YouTube in an impartial way, or unless it's something ridiculous like paedophiles. Understandable. He's not ripping you off. Basically, his Patreon is like a subscription service, okay? Let's just get that one cleared. Go to the website, that will be down below, and have a look for yourself. I don't care who looks at this, I don't care who comes at me after this, but I really like Philip DeFranco. I've been watching him for years and I wanted to make this video just to go through how ridiculous and just ludicrous that Kavos video is, because he is just an idiot. Like, I don't even think the boy knows what he's talking about. Go back to school. Go do your GCSEs, mate. that's all I've got to say on this video. I'm not going to do my normal if you like blah blah blah, because this is not my normal type of video. But, you know, yeah, that's it. That's the situation.